This message stumbled upon your timeline and you have water placements, this message is definitely for you, especially if you want to know what's happening in 2026 for you, so stay tuned. So here's the cards that came up for my water signs for 2026 as it relates to your career and finances. We have the Six of Wands reverse, the Knight of Cups, the Ten of Pentacles card, and also the Tower. So let's get into what all of these cards mean for you guys in 2026. So for my water signs in 2026, as it relates to career and finances, you guys are gonna have quite the journey as indicated by those cards that came out. So pretty much you guys are going to be in this period or in this moment in 2026 where you guys will be reviewing over some things and trying to understand why something didn't pan out as you planned or as you anticipated, as thinking about the Six of Wands, because this card, when it's upright, it talks about victory, it talks about recognition, and there's going to be a time where things are going to be quiet and you're not receiving the recognition that you were hoping for from something. So definitely that feeling of reevaluating what didn't go as I anticipated and everything. Now bringing this Tower in here for y'all, I know this is kind of a tricky card, but basically for you guys, as it relates to career and finances, there's going to be some sudden changes that are going to be happening where you guys, it's going to feel a little painful, it's going to feel unexpected, but it's going to ultimately be happening for the better, and it will probably make you guys feel a little bit, doubtful. But again, that's not all of 2026 has in store for you for your career and finances. So don't get hung up on that when those changes happen, because again, those changes are going to be there to elevate you to the next level, my water signs. Now we have the Knight of Cups and we also have the Ten of Pentacles. See what I'm saying? Going to the next level. So when we think about the Knight of Cups and everything, the Knight of Cups speaks to opportunities coming your way, specifically in opportunities where you guys are going to be able to create financial stability, financial abundance. And also too, when we think about the Cups energy, Cups is about emotions and it's upright. So what that means is that you guys are going to be able to move more to a place of emotional centeredness, being able to express yourself and also experiencing happiness due to this increase, this upscaling within your career or your finances in 2026. So definitely some good things happening there. And then bringing this Ten of Pentacles card in here. So the Ten of Pentacles, this points towards long-term stability and also building, and it also points to completion. So again, you guys are going to really be experiencing that financial stability and abundance that you're hoping for, and also laying down some long-term roots or some long-term plans as it relates to your career and finances. So definitely keeping all these cards in mind for my water signs is that you guys are going to be on quite the journey, but make sure again that you don't get hung up on one part of the journey and you miss the other part of the journey in 2026, because again, there's so much unfolding for you guys in 2026. So shout out to my water signs. I have your cards for 2026 as it relates to love and connections. So we have the King of Swords, which fell out sideways, so I'm going to be reading it upright and downright in this read. I have the Three of Cups reversed, the Sun reversed, I have the Fool card, and I also have the Judgment card as well. So I'm going to get into all these cards for you guys. You guys feel like you guys are going to be running a very strict program where you guys are going to be looking at love from a more practical way, and also no longer being able to ignore any red flags that you guys could have possibly been ignoring and everything. It's definitely going to be highlighted, in 2026. And also too, you guys are not accepting less. That's like the biggest thing that I feel for you guys in 2026. So with that being said, we have the King of Swords, which I told you is going to be sideways. So this points to being authoritative and being strict. So it's going to be a dynamic energy for my water signs. You guys are going to be operating from the upright side of it and the downright side of it, which is when you're not as strict, when you're not as structured. So you guys are going to kind of be figuring out like, okay, how do I operate in love? And how do I want to proceed in love? So that's where the practicality and everything, approaching love from more of a practical way, is going to be coming out from that energy. Now we do have the Three of Cups reverse, which this points to that there's going to be some connections, some love, some romantic connections where they're going to be feeling imbalanced. There's going to be excessive behaviors and things where ultimately this is going to kind of force you to be like, okay, is this relationship, is this connection for me? And some of you guys will be exiting this connection. I'm just saying, some of y'all are exiting and you guys are going to be focusing on yourself. Also too, with the Sun card, this also talks about blocked happiness. This is connected to this card because ultimately too, what you're going to be finding out from from a connection where it's excessive, where there is a lack of balance in the connection, you guys are going to realize that your happiness has been blocked, that you guys aren't feeling as victorious as you should be as it relates to love. So my water signs, you guys are definitely going to be taking back your power and moving in another direction. So thinking about the Fool card. The Fool card talks about going on a journey. So as it relates to love, you guys are going to be in a very explorative energy where you're going to be understanding what love means to you, and again, what you want in love. And this also does point to meeting some new people. So meeting some new people, really exploring love. I also do get the sense too, for some of my water signs, you're going to be exploring some connections that may even be unconventional. So still a romantic connection, but they might not be as conventional to society. So that is something for my water signs in 2026 that you guys should keep in mind as well, and everything. Now with the Judgment card, the Judgment card is about awakening and self-reflection. So again, it's still that energy of figuring out what I want, but also in love, it will also be that some of you guys will be entering into a new connection, a new romantic connection that will feel more renewed, that will feel more aligned in 2026 for you guys. So you guys definitely have quite the journey as it relates to love and connections, my water signs, in 2026. But ultimately, you guys are going to figure it out. You guys are going to be able to understand yourself better and understand what you want in love overall in 2026. So if you like this reading, make sure you follow and like, and also comment below. And if you would like to book a personal reading, you can message me, or you can tap the link in my bio to email me as well. And if you're looking for a look ahead reading for 2026, I'm offering those. So make sure that you tap in and you get into that, because I have some good stuff for you guys. And overall, I hope that you guys enjoy this reading and it gives you clarity ahead of 2026. Thank you.